So my husband and I tag teamed it today because there was a lot of stuff popping off and a lot of stocks that were looking ready to break out, and so we didn't want to miss anything. So I'm going to go over all of our trades that we did. Two were mine, two were his, and um, we kind of just manage all. We usually just manage all our trades together. He'll help me manage. I'll help him. So we really are like it's like a team environment. But um, to start, I took HNR, and this was a breakout play that I've been waiting for a while. You can see this resistance level around 4. Finally broke this morning. I loved how it opened close to the breakout area. Um, it actually opened right at the breakout point. And then I went ahead and entered. It put in this edge 406 was kind of the level I was looking at here on the 2 minute for the entry, and put in an edge around 406. So I went ahead and entered, and I was thinking about adding on this intraday break here around 414, but I ended up not. But this ended up being a really nice trade. I did a lot of scaling out um, around this area in the 420s area. I just I wanted to let it run, but I wasn't 100% sure. You know, with when you go into these big gaps like this on the daily chart, it's you don't know how long it's going to go or if it's going to really be a true breakout. So I was just kind of unsure about what area I was anticipating. So I scaled some out around the 420s, and then I decided to hold the last quarter of my position. Got out at 34 was my actual exit, and the high of the day was 38. So I did pretty good, at least holding part of my position
Yeah, yeah.
near the high of the day. um, so the next trade that I took was ANIK, and ANIK ended up being a failed breakout, but I definitely don't regret taking it because this could have been a really good low volume breakout. You can see this was really the pattern that I was looking for. I entered on the break of this edge, and it looked really strong at the open, and I have seen these lower volume stocks, lower volume breakouts. They can really move. So I took a chance on it with a small position. Didn't risk much on it at all. So um, managed my risk really well. You can tell that it ended up um, doing nothing, literally. So that's the risk you take with these types of lower volume trades. But it is what it is, and I gave it a shot, and it didn't work, and that's fine. Um, and then my husband Chris traded REGI, and
Okay, my turn, folks. So, one thing that I saw was there was a big pop. This was probably the best A play that I've ever seen. No, I'm just kidding. This is a really, really good A play, though. You had over a week of consolidation hanging out here around the right below the $15 level, and you can see every dip that the market would sell off into got bought up. You also had key resistance and just a beautiful trend for basically the whole year, kind of like the general market. And so what happened, if I scale back, perspective is everything, right? So one thing that I saw was off of market open. My perspective was, okay, good intraday break, had a breakout on the daily, and so I didn't get too big of a size because I didn't get the best fill, but I knew, I've seen situations like this where basically you'll get one bar that snaps the area and then it won't come back, and usually what I like to do is look for a pullback to scale in more and then have it run. But this was such a beautiful thing that you can see it really didn't slow down. And then Nikki talked me into closing the trade too early. No, I'm just kidding. I can't blame her, but it was nice. It actually ended up trending a little bit higher. Let me see. I got out here at call it 21, and then we actually ran up another 30 cents or so. And so um, overall, I should have held this, but I wasn't too big on the size, and so um, we had some medium and long-term extensions that were lining up here, and so I knew this thing could fall off. And my risk, I just had too much exposure on this, so I took, just kind of a little scalp. But if I was able to get a better position size, then I would have held for at least the mid 1540s. That was kind of my longer term target, and just would have basically trailed these lows and then gotten out somewhere probably in here if I know my management style. So back to Nikki.
And then the other one that he took was Lee, Lee. He took this one for a second day parabolic type trade, and it ended up it was just a break even scratch trade. He was squeezing into this to see if it was going to pop.
Yeah, that one took a lot of patience. I basically saw potential for an intraday breakout, but I got a fill on the pullback about 15 minutes after market open, and once it broke out, it turned the 250 level from support or from resistance into support, and then over here it started to fade down, and yeah, you can see there's the support. And once that started to break, I just got out with I think a penny plus. So gave it a shot. Sometimes they pop, sometimes they don't. When they don't, the idea is just to manage your risk as best as possible and get out when the trade is not following the compelling reasons that you took the trade.
And that's that.